And good morning, everyone, and welcome to the June Gloom Day. A little more overcast today. I'll tell you about the weather in just a moment, but it's kind of nice, but it will warm up as we get to the end of the week and the weekend. Now, on our show today, Tony Barron is here with the Hearing Well Club and is going to talk about their upcoming meeting that's going to be going on. Also, Leslie Coretti is here along with Taru Pun, and they are having the Taste of Laguna Woods coming up this weekend, where you can experience all kinds of different foods. Leslie will tell you all about that. A couple guests on from the Yacht Club that Lisa is going to sit down with, as well as the Super Senior Tennis Tournament that happened. We'll get a recap of that. Now, as far as meetings go today, GRF has their June meeting. This is their regular board meeting, and that happens at 9:30 in the boardroom. And then a little bit later in the day in the boardroom at 1:30, Third has their Finance Committee meeting. So those are the meetings for today. Now let's get to the weather and a little bit more of that June gloom coming out today. We'll still be in the mid 70s for the next few days. Still going to be pretty darn nice. As you saw yesterday, things cleared up to mostly sunny skies, and that's what it's going to be for the next, I'd say, 3 days or so. We'll kind of just dance around a little bit, the mid 70s. And again, as you've seen how much of this marine layer sticks around, but overall, as we get to Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and it looks like Monday, we're going to be in the low to mid 80s. So almost a repeat of last week. Of course, last week we were in May gray, right? And then first few days of June, the weekend, it was warm. We're seeing kind of the same pattern this week. So enjoy this nice cool fog coming in. Sticks around for a while, but then as you see, the afternoons are really nice. Let's look around the rest of Orange County today, and the temperature is very similar to what we had yesterday, the mid to upper 70s. Inland obviously going to clear up a little bit quicker, and once again up in the mountains, up in Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear, those areas, they are well above this, so they are warming up really nicely. Lake Arrowhead about 75 today. If you go up a little further to Big Bear, they'll be about the same. And Palm Springs holding steady in the triple digits today at 104. I think they got up to about 106 yesterday. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday, this pattern. Thursday could be kind of a transition day. We'll see about that. But another day at least of May gray, probably Thursday morning. And then as we get to Friday, Saturday, and so on, those days should be what we saw over the weekend, where we might get a little bit of that morning fog, but then it really heats up after that. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, verified best speech clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
And welcome back. With me today from the Hearing Well Club is Tony Berrient, and we're going to talk about a few different things, but fun ice cream social is coming up next week, right?
On Tuesday afternoon, Clubhouse 3, Performing Arts Center.
And everyone's invited? Or do you have to be part of the club?
No reservations needed, and everyone's invited. You don't have to be a member, everybody's invited.
You just have to like ice cream.
Well, yes, so we're going to have strawberry toppings and caramel and chocolate and nuts and all the kinds of, the good stuff.
That sounds fun. I don't think you'll have any problem getting people to go to that. So that'll be a lot of fun. But you were going to, you said that there's going to be a representative there demonstrating assistive devices. Is this what you brought us today?
Yes, I brought a couple just to show.
Okay.
Serene Innovations is a manufacturer, and their offices are located in Norwalk, so they're close enough. Because
yeah.
And one of the most popular items they have is a TV sound box. You know, when somebody has a hearing loss, the telephone and the television is usually the most difficult things to hear.
Yeah.
So the TV sound box, just to show you here.
Okay.
This is really a fabulous little invention. This base gets connected to the audio output of your television.
Okay.
Very simple installation.
Yeah.
And this is the speaker that charges on this base. Mm-hmm. And you keep this by the TV, and then this you just take and put next to you, or if more than one person is listening, it's got volume control and tone control.
Oh, that's nice. So I see there's inputs on the side, so you can either have it full speaker, if there's maybe two of you, or you can connect your own.
With earbuds or a neck loop with a telecoil.
Okay.
What's really great about this is that if you're watching a really good movie and you need to make a pit stop, take the speaker with you.
There you go.
You can hear it. Or if something's boiling on the stove and you don't want to miss a word, you can take
that's
this
not a bad idea for anyone.
into
just
the
because,
kitchen. Exactly.
Yeah, that's really not a bad idea.
And it's good 30 feet away from here, so most places in the house you could take it with you.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
And there's just, you just hook that up, let that charge, and you're good to go.
Very easy. So they'll be demonstrating that.
Okay.
They're also going to be demonstrating this alarm clock, which is very specifically for people with hearing loss. This is not the only type. It's not the only brand. I'm not really promoting the company as much as the need for notification systems. So this device is an alarm clock. It actually allows you to set 2 different alarms if you need to. It coordinates with this bell door ringer. So you put this on outside. So when somebody comes to the door,
that's nice.
This will flash an alarm.
Okay, that is great.
And also, this is a bed shaker. So this is connected, and it kind of shakes your bed. So let me tell you why this is so critically important. And I've used one of these systems for 20 years now. When your hearing aids are off and you're sleeping, do you hear somebody coming to the door? Do you hear the smoke alarm? Do you hear the fire alarm? Do you... so it's perfect for that. And the thing is that when you're sleeping, this is very gentle shake. It's not like an earthquake. It's not, but it just gently wakes you up because you may not see the flash, you may not hear the alarm.
Okay, how does this connect? Because when I'm looking at the front here, they have a little symbol icon for a baby, for it looks like a smoke detector, that sort of thing. So how does this integrate with systems?
There's a variety of add-on accessories if you need them. One is a motion detector. Okay. One is a baby crier. So for young parents who are deaf or hard of hearing, this would be great to put the baby crier in, accessory in the crib.
And this is all made by the same company?
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
But there are other companies too. But this is
right.
Is
but I mean, you would buy the accessories to go with that.
Yes.
What if you already have? This is just in general type of question for you. perhaps you already have the standard First Alert brand or whatever, smoke detectors, you know, the couple big brands, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Can those be integrated? How would those work, or do you need specific ones?
You get an accessory.
Okay.
It's a small box that you put next to your smoke detector.
Okay.
So when that box hears the smoke detector, it alerts you.
Okay. Very good.
So a lot of people say, well, I don't need that, I have a spouse. Well, sometimes the spouse is not around.
Yes.
They could be on a fishing trip or visiting the grandkids, or you could be alone overnight. And so, you know, I'm aware of people who passed because of carbon monoxide poisoning. And if they had had something like this, they would have been awoken.
Yeah.
And they would have escaped. So it is, if you know, it's very safety. I can't live without it. Not everybody needs something like that. I have a very profound hearing loss, and so that works for me, because when I take this off, I don't hear anything.
Okay. All right. So what's this here?
Well, this is a Bluetooth device. It pairs with your cell phone, and it becomes an external speaker for your smartphone.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And the beauty of this is that it really has strong volume control if you need that. So there's volume control. You can also put a headset with it if you need to. And it also has a clip so that if you wanted to put this in your car, for a Bluetooth receiver for your cell phone.
Oh, there you go. That's a good. So again, here's something that could be good for anyone.
So this is a cell phone accessory,
That's
notification system, and TV listening. So, and this is just the beginning. You know, I try to show something in many of my meetings, or you know, there's. I try to bring something in and show it if there's time. So they're going to have a few things, and it's going to be very interesting.
What if someone is a situation where maybe some of these things they cannot afford? Are there special assistance for them, for people who are at a certain level of hearing loss, either with the state, with these folks, you know, where they can get some
You're talking about telephones?
Well, I'm talking about in general. If I don't know how much these cost, but maybe somebody who's deaf, they can't afford to buy these things. Is there some sort of assistance that they can go to?
The telephone.
I know the telephone
access through the state is available, and there's telephone access through the federal, but not for TV.
Okay.
Because the telephone access is covered under the American Disabilities Act.
Okay.
But we don't have anything from the American Disabilities Act for listening to TV.
Okay, all right. Man, they should. No, I understand. But I just wanted to check, because there may be people going, wow, I could really hear that, but I have to find out, you know, the cost of it and that sort of thing. So you're meeting again. The Ice Cream Social will be next Tuesday, a week from today.
Right.
June 12th at Performing Arts Center in Dining Room 2.
Yes.
Doors open at 1:45. As you can see there, and you are all invited to go.
Yes.
All right, that should be a lot of fun. Do people need to bring anything, or is this like everyone brings some ice cream, or are you guys providing it?
We appreciate donations.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Good to see you. Thanks for the information.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of good stuff that
Ken.
you brought today can really, for anyone, even if they're not hard of hearing.
Yeah, the TV soundbox is very convenient.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, if you're listening to a program and you want to barbecue out on your patio, you can bring the sound with you.
Do you have that?
I do.
How long does the charge last?
This is mine.
You say?
About 8-10 hours.
Oh wow!
On a charge.
Yeah, that's great.
And then at night you just put it back on the charger, and
Very good. All right, good to see you.
Good to see you.
You take care, and we'll be right back. Yes.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius, so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range, so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha Na Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village television. Grease for peace.
I hope you have a great day today.
Oh, I expect it.
There's your meals, and we'll see you later.
Thank you very much for coming.
Bye-bye.
This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I trust Dr. Farman with all my dental procedures and all my dental work. Thank goodness I found Dr. Farman.
We have been serving the community of Laguna Woods for almost 20 years now. Come and visit us at Brilliant Smile for all your dental needs.
We are close to Gate 6, near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
The El Toro Water District Phase 2 Recycled Water Expansion Project has installed over 21,000 feet of recycled water pipelines and is now over 75% complete. The final pipeline installations, as well as installations of service lines and final paving, should be complete by July. The connections of the individual irrigation systems to the new recycled water pipelines should be complete by the end of the year. The district sincerely appreciates your patience as we enhance the water supply resources in the Laguna Woods area.
Coming up this weekend, the Taste of Laguna Woods gives you the opportunity to taste all kinds of foods, international foods, home-cooked foods, and this is being brought to you by the Laguna Woods Professionals Club. Leslie Coretti is here today, and you've brought along a guest from, are you from the India Club?
Yes.
Okay, and of course part of this as well, Tarupan. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
Yeah, this is always a fun event, and Leslie and I were just saying it's been a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Another year.
I know.
I mean, it's just, time goes so quickly that
Yeah.
you think we just did it 6 months ago, but no,
it seems that way.
It's a whole year.
So tell me about, I know this is this the third or fourth one you've done? Oh, wow, the seventh. Time does go by fast.
7.
Wow.
I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, even I can't believe it. In fact, today is my son's birthday.
Ah, very good.
And he's turning 37 years
Wow.
old. I'm just like, oh my God.
So tell me about this event, and I know you've talked about it a little bit on the Trading Post and all, but what kind of foods? Are there going to be like booths set up? How will this work?
Yes, there'll be booths that we set up, and people can arrive a little bit early. That's why we open the doors at 10:30 so they can pick up their packets. There's a $10 packet for people who just want to, you know, like light eaters.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are, you know, special needs eaters, so they're not paying 20 bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we have a $15 packet for good eaters, and then we have the $20 packet for people who just want to eat everything.
Right.
And so they have their tickets, they go around and they choose what they want to taste. So it's really great because, you know, you're not forced to eat one thing. It's like being at a grand buffet.
Yeah, it
You
sounds
know.
like it.
Yeah.
And Taru, are you going to be involved? Are you going to be
Yes.
bringing some food?
Yes, I'm going to be, you know, my parents were from the state of Punjab.
Okay.
And they moved to New Delhi, capital. And I was born and raised there, so I never lived in Punjab, but I'm going to cook a Punjabi dish because there are about 29 states in India and about 7 administrative divisions, and practically all of them have a different language, different attire, and different food.
Oh, wow. I mean, the food I could see, because just like here, we have different foods, but I didn't realize different language. Is it all different dialects or totally different languages?
Well, some of the languages are dialects, and they're South Indian languages or Aryan languages.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
But then some are actually different languages.
Wow.
And dialects go into thousands.
So what is the type of dish that you're going to
The
cook?
dish I'm going to make is a Punjabi dish, and it's made with kidney beans. And I'm going to make them curried kidney beans with a base of onions, garlic, and ginger, and then some tomatoes.
Ah, very
and
nice.
Of course, spices.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And it's served on a bed of rice, and another lady is going to make that rice, because 2 dishes in the morning to make fresh would be a little too much.
Right.
So she's going to make cumin flavored rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then this goes on a bed of rice, and it's a very popular Punjabi dish. And then you garnish it with cilantro.
Oh, that sounds good. I understand a lot of times that the rice dishes that they make there, just the plain rice, often there's a little something that's added to it, and there's a word for it, and I forget the word. But you know, they might add, like you said, cumin, or they might add a little flavored,
seeds.
yeah, mustard seed or flavored oil or whatever it might be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, of course, what you're making on top. Now, in the region, I don't know this. Is it a mild, spicy curry? What
You
kind?
can make it the way you want according to
Okay.
your taste. You know, if you want to make it mild, then you make, which I will, because people are going to taste it. You know, who are not used to spicy food. If you want to make it mild, you put less chili powder.
Right.
The rest of the spices remain the same, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And I'm looking at the list of some of the people you're going to be having there, and you're going to have. Is it Pei Wei or Pee Wee?
Yes, Pei Wei.
Pei Wei.
Pei Wei. It's kind of Asian cuisine.
Yeah.
And they're going to be there cooking, and we're going to have one of their professional chefs there working, as they did last year, and it was just a great.
I like their food, and I would go there more often if it was located a little bit closer. Because it's hard for lunch to go under the freeway and get over there. But they're all, but their parent company is a P.F. Chang's.
Yes.
And which is also Fleming Steakhouse and all that, and Outback as well.
And yes, I know they're
they're
really
all,
great cuisine.
But it's good. It's really good food, and I wish if it was near here, I'd be going there at least once a week.
Yeah.
Because it's excellent food, and of course, Rasoi Indian Restaurant.
Yeah, Rasoi Indian Restaurant will also be there, but we have someone new coming this year.
And who's that?
El Torito.
Really?
El Torito is showing up this year. Woody's is showing up this year.
Wow.
And on top of that, we are making a special effort to purchase food from Little Saigon.
Ah.
So we have already one
So
of
you
our...
have somebody go up there and get some
right,
stuff? Wow.
Right. We have one of our members. We did a little Anthony Bordeaux trip over Memorial Day weekend, and we did tastings in 3 or 4 different restaurants.
Oh, I bet that was, you know what?
It was
I have
fantastic.
never been up there.
It was incredible.
Yeah. And one of these days I have to go up there. The last time I was up there, I was so many years ago when I lived up in that area. I lived like in the Anaheim, Huntington Beach area, whatever it was, and I remember going up there. That's right, I think even before they called it Little Saigon.
Right.
It was just beginning.
Yes, now it's amazing because you go and the restaurant, there are lines out the door.
Wow.
I mean, out the door. Okay, there's one line out the door for people who want to sit down. There's another line out the door for people who are just picking up trays of food.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Then we decided to go for desserts. So we went to another place, and it was like 4 or 5 blocks from where we were.
Yeah.
More people out the door here, and more people out the door there. I've hopefully took a picture of the cross section.
Yeah.
So we could find our way back again. I'm going to have to bring you one of these. You're not going to believe it. They're little balls covered with sesame seed.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh my God, it leaves such a great taste in your mouth. It's fantastic.
Well, you're going to have a lot of fun, and people buy at the door. Am I right? Tickets at the door.
Yes.
And again, we've only talked about, you got King's Fish House and Polly's Pies, 19 Restaurant, Mother's Market. I mean,
well, Mother's Market is going to be there in person. A lot of these people here.
Oh, your donors.
Yes,
donors.
These are all people who've given gift certificates.
Oh,
so
okay,
we have
great.
a huge, fantastic raffle.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here, folks.
We're going to be giving away hundreds of dollars of certificates.
That's great.
Yeah, it's going to be really great.
Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
May I add that there are 3 or 4 other ladies also who are cooking dishes from India.
Yes.
So I'm not the only one.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good to know. And you all be kind of together in
we'll
one
be
area.
at the same table. and there is a variety of
So you
things.
give a ticket and then you get
can
like a little
choose-
plate.
You can choose what
Which dish you
which
want.
dish you want to
Okay.
You can have them all.
sample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. So
It's
again,
gonna be great.
this is Saturday, right?
This
Yeah.
is going to be this Saturday, and we
Okay.
did get permission from the Recreation Department to sell tickets on Friday as well.
Okay, where would they go?
Well, Clubhouse,
Clubhouse 7 to
7,
get tickets.
yes,
Okay.
and that'll be from 11 to 3.
Okay, so if you want early tickets, 11 to 3 on Friday, those are for buying tickets only. And then the event starts at 10:30 this Saturday at Clubhouse 7.
Yes.
Should be a tasty event.
Yes. Not only are we going to taste, eat, we are also going to have a little music, and then we'll have the grand raffle.
All right.
And I hope you all can come.
Thank you very much. A pleasure to meet you.
Very nice meeting you.
Good to see you. We'll see you again on
Thanks,
Thursday.
Thanks, Ken. We appreciate it.
All right, and you know she'll talk more about it on the Trading Post, right?
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
Oh, I will. Okay.
Yeah, you will.
All right,
Come
I
on.
will. All right, I will.
We'll be right back.
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service.
After researching all of the golf cart companies in the area, I finally decided on Cartmark to purchase mine, primarily because of their professional attitude, great customer service, friendly people. I've worked with Jared and Tony, who's one of the service people, is just absolutely phenomenal. I've had a few issues that they took care of with a smile on their face, and put a big smile on my face. The prices are competitive. They'll work with you on not only the pricing, but also just on the service part of it. They were the only ones that offered a full 1-year warranty on the cart itself, which was huge for me, especially when you're buying a used one. So other than that, I just think that great place to do business, and that the people are just really nice there. That's what I liked about it the most. Made it easy for me. If you're in the market to buy a golf cart, you owe it to yourself to check out Cartmark.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Freedom Village Assisted Living celebrates life. Meet your new neighbors as you are supported 24/7 with licensed nurses and caregivers. We offer a loving, caring staff who provide personalized care, including medication management. Energize your life with stimulating activities and a 5-star menu created by our award-winning chef. Freedom Village Assisted Living is open to the public and offers short-term respite stays. Call today to see the Freedom Village difference for yourself.
Welcome back. Well, I have Richard Doss here with us, who is a super senior tennis player. And they just had the super senior tennis tournament not too long ago, and he is very successful and has received a lot of awards. So congratulations to you on receiving so many different awards.
Thank you, Lisa.
And as we were talking before, we're talking a little bit about the super senior tennis tournament. So you had participants from all over the country.
Yes.
Okay, from
and
where?
This is a tournament sponsored by the United States Tennis Association.
Right.
It runs all of the major tournaments in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We have 4 in each age division from 30 on through 90.
Okay.
And here we had, this was the National Hardcourt Championships, and we had 75, 80, 85, and 90 players.
Right.
And as I mentioned earlier when we were talking, they came from all over the country to
Right.
join with us here.
Right, and then there was something else that you mentioned. You said that the players really like to come here.
They do. Ned Buckman, the tournament director, has made it a very hospitable environment. Lots of activities going on during the tournament. It just makes it a very pleasant experience to come out for the week, and we've had tremendous feedback from the players who have come in terms of how much they enjoyed it. It was a great experience for many.
So let's talk about your history. So how long have you been playing tennis?
Well, I'm in the 85 division now, and I started in the 12 and under.
Wow, so a lifetime.
I was 11 years old in San Diego at Balboa Park when I started playing.
Okay.
And I went from there to UCLA, where we won 3 national intercollegiate championships, and then after that, a little hiatus while I was doing graduate work, but then I started competing again and have been doing so ever since.
So you've been competing, was it in the USTA circuit?
Yes, okay. on these, not every year I would play all the tournaments, but since I retired in the 65 division on up, I've played 4 nationals every year.
Right, and you've won a variety of different awards. So tell me about the awards and how you get them.
Well, you get an award by winning the tournament.
Well, of course.
No, we have the treasured award, of course, is the gold ball.
All right.
And whether you win the U.S. Open in September, where you get a nice paycheck, which we don't get, but you do win a gold ball from the USTA.
Okay.
And that's the symbol that you've won a national championship.
Okay.
So whether it's played in clay, grass, indoor, or the hard courts as we have it here, that's what we're striving for, and people are looking forward to that award.
Yeah.
Several years ago, a lady in Seattle made a movie called Gold Balls.
Oh.
And it was about her father-in-law, who has played tennis for a long, long time, and that was his dream, was to win a gold ball, which he finally achieved.
And what age was he at?
He's my age.
Oh, okay.
We're exactly the same age, Ron Tony Dandel, and he won it with his son, who's a very good player in the National Father-Son Tournament.
Wow, that's awesome. And then you have won 41 gold balls.
That's right.
And then silver as well.
Yes, silver and bronze if you come in third.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, great. Now you mentioned all the different surfaces. Do you play on all of them?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Don't you love grass?
Oh, it's fun.
It's great.
It really is fun.
Okay.
And I was living down in the desert for a while at the Mission Hills Country Club, where we had grass courts.
Right.
And they were just terrific. They were almost on a par with the All England Club at Wimbledon, but not quite.
But they're still fun. They definitely are.
That's right.
Do you play doubles and singles?
I primarily play doubles now.
Okay.
I played singles when I was younger, up till about 45.
Okay.
And finally found out that the movement is the crucial issue there, and I don't move as well as some of the players, so doubles became my specialty.
Yeah, I was amazed at how many of the 80-plus-year-olds were playing singles and moving really well.
Oh, they do.
I couldn't believe it. I felt bad telling my team, oh, I'm sorry, I can't play singles anymore when I was seeing them working so hard.
I know. It's some of the guys are amazing.
They really are.
Yeah.
They really are.
And we had one fellow here, Jim Parker, who has now set the record for the number of national championships won by a man. Wow. And here he won his 135th and 136th gold ball.
Wow.
And his first year in the 75 division.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. And he's still playing.
Yes.
And still going till, gosh knows how long, right?
And the unbeatable record is a woman by the name of Dorothy Bundy Cheney, no longer with us, 390 gold balls.
Wow, you've got to play a lot of tennis to get that many.
Yes, you do.
I'm surprised you can even stay that fit.
Well, she was very, very fit and very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what advice would you give to other seniors who want to stay fit and play tennis?
Well, I think part of playing tennis is the recognition that you just can't do it all on a tennis court. Right. Really, when I was in the 45 division, I recognized that I was no longer a college player anymore, and I was teaching at one of our community colleges in Southern California, and I went to the trainer who worked with the athletic teams and said, you got to go to the gym. you have to work out. And we have 2 terrific gyms here at Laguna Woods. And I'm amazed. I see a lot of our tennis players working out in the gym, working on their upper body, working on their legs, working on aerobics, getting, fit that way.
Right.
And that becomes tremendously important, because when you get on a court and you're out there for 2.5, 3 hours, especially on hard courts in the warm sun, it can take it out of you.
Right, exactly. And then, also when people do injure themselves, they wear the braces or whatever is necessary. So I would still imagine that you would advise that as well.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a member of the Bionic Club. I have 2 artificial knees.
That's great.
And we have one player here who just got his 4th joint. He has 2 knees and 2 hips, so he's the president of the club.
That's so funny, but so true, right? I mean, gosh,
It is.
that hard court is not really very nice to us, is it?
It's not forgiving at all.
Well, thank you. This was great information, and I look forward to seeing you play some more tennis.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
And congratulations to you on your awards.
Thank you so much.
All right. And we'll be right back after this.
Remember the good old days when neighbors helped neighbors with everyday chores? Here in Laguna Woods, those days are back, thanks to neighboring. If you got chores around the house like moving, cleaning, organizing messy areas, or need help with your iPhone or technology devices, our background check college students can help you with it all and more.
Hire a background check college student today. Call us at 949-322-4923 and start neighboring today.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Welcome back. Well, as you have seen in the past, we covered the yacht race, Newport to Ensenada, with Jan Badgley and Lloyd Chase, and we have them here today with us, and they're here to talk to us about the Newport to Ensenada race and also the yacht club, which we'll talk about a little later. But before we start, we're going to go ahead and roll a clip of the start to your race of the Newport to Ensenada so people can hear the countdown and see what it's like. So we'll go ahead and run that first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
We're going to have to go behind all these guys.
That was the starting signal for the inshore class, cruise non-spin, offshore class, cruise Jennifer.
Okay, sorry.
We're not on yet.
I guess not. So tell me a little bit about the start of the race. Like, how does that work?
Well, the start of the race, we were in the first start of the race at 11 a.m. So we were the first people near the line. We were cruising around in front of it for a long time, getting the lay of the land. And when the race started, the wind was pretty light. And some of that you'll see maybe in these videos that we did a little maneuvering around. And initially during the race, the wind was such that we were going to windward. We were close hauled, as it's called. And not that fast because there wasn't much wind. We gradually picked up speed, and ultimately we put up our cruising spinnaker, or Jennifer as it's called. And the rest of the afternoon and early evening, we went at the order of 6 knots, doing very well. Unfortunately, in the evening, the wind gave out.
Oh, did it really? Oh,
now,
no.
we were in, as I mentioned in our previous segment, we were in the so-called Jennifer cruise class, which said that we could use our engine for 12 hours from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Now, along about 9:30 p.m., the wind started to drop. In fact, we did turn the engine on and used it till 8 a.m.
Oh, you did?
We did, and we got penalized a lot for that.
Oh.
I'll tell you something about it here. We were at 8 a.m. we were 10 miles from the finish line. We could see it, and it took us 4 hours to get there.
Oh, no.
Now, if we had not turned on the engine, we'd have probably been 50 miles from the finish line.
Yeah, oh gosh.
And been there, we finished in 25 hours. So we started at 11 a.m., finished at 12 p.m. on Saturday. We got penalized 11 hours for using the engine. So we went from 25 hours to 36. And quite frankly, I wouldn't do it any other way because there were boats out there that didn't finish because they were in that windless condition with big waves. There were big waves that night. That was the worst part of it. I'll say a little bit about some of the problems we had in the big waves. We were doing very well until 9:30 when we turned the engine on.
But that was 9:30 at night.
9:30 at night. We had a full moon, but it's still sort of dark out there.
Right.
And the only excitement we had was that when the wind started to give out, the waves were strong enough, they were flipping the boat from side to side. And we had this big spinnaker up that was flapping back and forth. Every time the boat would go to leeward, the spinnaker would collapse, and then it would fill with a big slap.
Oh, wow.
And twice it got disconnected from the fitting that held onto the sheet. So I was the only person who went forward to take care of that. I guess that's because I'm the littlest guy, but hopefully the most agile in the crew. So I was the only person who used those jack lines and my tether to go up there and put the spinnaker fitting back on. Ultimately, we had to take it down because it didn't stay filled in the light wind. And it was after that we decided to put the engine on. And everybody was happy we did that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jan, wow, lots of waves and going back and forth. Good thing you guys had those vests on.
I made sure we had dinner before it became dark. I don't think I could have done the dinner in the dark because the waves got bigger, so much bigger.
Oh, wow.
But we had a gorgeous full moon initially, and the waves were shining like we were in Hawaii. And then later, it just was just very kind of turbulent. And there are some islands off Tijuana that one wants to be aware of. It's the depth around it's like 1,400 feet, so there are big swells around it. And a few years ago, I guess the crew went to sleep in the boat, and they smashed into the island and sank. So we didn't want to be in that position at all, and we weren't. And it was pretty exciting to see them and get around them, and they're rugged and also the first island that you see at night, there's actually a little rock in the middle the between, which actually is, it's very, very deep there.
So did you guys trade off sleeping at night?
As a matter of fact, it was my first race on the Ensenada. It was pretty exciting. I basically didn't sleep all night. So when we got in, I think we were all so tired. We just wanted to post our times, have a beer, and something to eat. And I think everybody pretty much crashed.
Sleep, yeah.
We were actually in our class the third boat in.
Oh, good.
But we had the time against us.
Right.
There was a boat in our class that actually literally sailed, and they were practically the last person in, but because they had not motored at all, came in about, I think, third.
Well, how did they get anywhere if they didn't have the engine on?
Well, three boats in our division, or on our start, didn't finish. They turned the engine on early and kept it on. They got frustrated with the big waves.
Right.
Didn't want to roll around out there, and so there were three boats that didn't finish, and of course we were, in principle, we beat all of those, but the corrected time was such that when they added that 11 hours, we were 13th out of 16, which didn't really bother me that much because we were not going to do much better.
Right.
One of the problems about those point-to-point races for small boats is that the faster boats make a lot more distance when the wind is there.
Right.
So they were a lot closer to the end than we were when the wind gave out, and it would have taken us a much longer time to get in. If we had taken that extra 11 hours they docked us for, we'd have finished at 1 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Right, right. Well, in one of your clips you had, there was a boat that was coming pretty close to you guys. Was that of any concern?
No, no.
Okay.
One of the things about a point-to-point race is that there are a lot of interactions with boats right at the start, but once you start, you're sort of on your own path.
There's a lot of space.
It's different from the round the buoys racing, where you might have 10 boats trying to go around a buoy at the same time.
Right.
Here, you're not in close contact with other boats. In this case, this is one of the faster boats with a fancy set of sails and a light hull that passed us after the start. Here, if you look at this video, you'll see us with the spinnaker out. Here you see Arnie, Austin Agnew trimming the spinnaker, sun setting behind him.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And at that time, Jan was below, I got to say, with a big pot about this size, making spaghetti.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
We had spaghetti dinner, and one of the worries we had was keeping that pot on the stove.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, for
ways.
sure.
So she did a great job of that.
Good. Good. Well,
decide next time lasagna is a better idea. Something stick
it in the oven, yeah, and then you can close the door on it, and it won't take any chances.
Well, they added something new this year, which is part of the race finished in San Diego, and I think if we were to do it again, we might do that because then we would be there in familiar waters, but also probably about 12 hours or something like that.
This is called the border. Actually, there were 3 races running. One of them was for small boats that went to Dana Point from Newport. The second one was the border run, which went to San Diego. There weren't very many boats in those 2 races, but I think in the coming years they're going to get larger. It's getting more and more difficult to arrange to get to Mexico with all the rules ahead and things like that. It bothered a lot of people. Especially since they, the day before the race, told us they were going to charge us $35 a crew member.
Oh, what? Oh, well, what are you going to do? You've already set your sights on doing what you had to do. Okay,
well,
all
it was
right.
well worth it.
Now, I know we also were talking a little bit about the yacht club itself, and since you guys have been on, the first time around, you've gotten new members, right?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
That would be happening this time of year anyway. As the weather improves, people want to go sailing.
Exactly.
So they join.
Exactly.
We always have, January is probably the kind of the low moment in our membership, but it's been steadily increasing over the last few years anyway. And now that we have 3 boats.
Oh, you have 3 now?
Well, we have the yacht club's owned boat, Hiatus, which is a Catalina 30, and then Lloyd owns his boat, La Chasse, which is the boat we took from to Ensenada from Newport.
Okay.
And another member, actually, Arnie, who was on the crew, he and his wife had purchased a sailboat too, which is in San Pedro. So we do have a lot of interest in sailing in the club.
Well, good. Now you said how many members do you have?
120.
120. And what is your max? Do you have a max?
No, but as long as we have more skippers, we've had a couple of people retire because they've retired and want to travel. But the boats usually goes out 4 or 5 days a week.
Okay.
Sometimes 6.
Great, great. And then what is the charge for a
It's
membership?
$150 a year to be a member.
For the year, okay.
And then there's...
We don't charge for sailing.
No, the sailing is the membership. The club functions for the benefit of the membership. So we have meetings and we have events. We go to Catalina. We were, go to Oceanside. So.
Good.
And we have social events. We have a cocktail party once a month. And
sounds like
a meeting
fun.
once a month. And
sounds like a very fun club.
It actually is.
You can't complain. You get to go out on a boat and go out on the water. So excellent. Well, thank you so much for the update. I see you have a little shirt here. We can show that real quick, and you've got yours on.
Show you this.
Because he's
the
got
only thing I have to show.
He has the only thing he has to show for it.
that and successfully going and coming to Ensenada.
Oh yeah.
So,
and then you have one too.
Well, I want to protect my skin, so I have the long sleeve version
there
of it,
you go.
which says N2E, which is Newport to Ensenada.
Yeah.
And the back is the...
So the same thing, and you have all the sponsors and stuff. So
all
awesome.
the sponsors, right.
That's great. Well, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Are you going to sail again? Maybe another year?
We'll see.
Couple years?
We may end up doing the border run sometime. You never know.
Well, there you go.
It was definitely exciting. I've always wanted to do the Ensenada race.
Yeah.
And a few years ago, there were like 400 boats going to Ensenada.
Okay.
So we were 190 this time.
Okay. Well, wow, that's a lot less.
It is less. It has something to do with a lot of the paperwork that is attached to it now. So.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to hearing from you next time, and thank you again.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for having us on.
You're welcome. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
The American Legion, we're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veteran service organization in the nation, with 2.5 million members. And when you add to that the American Legion Auxiliary and the Sons of the American Legion, you have a family of 4 million members, working hard every day for our veterans, our youth, and our communities. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
At BreastLink, we offer our patients a variety of breast health services and breast cancer treatments. Our dedicated breast specialists assess each situation to determine the best course of action for each patient and personalize a treatment plan specific to you. The compassion and knowledge of the BreastLink team has helped us successfully treat thousands of patients. Allow us to deliver the care you deserve with the quality that you expect from a leader in breast health. Whether you need us now or later, we're always here. Visit us at breastlink.com.
Hello, well, we have some movies for you today. We have Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Well, this was a 1967 produced film with Spencer Tracy and Sidney Poitier. And that the Old Line liberals, Matt and Christina Drayton, have raised their daughter Joey to think for herself and not blindly conform to the conventional. Still, they aren't prepared for the shock when she returns home from her vacation with a new fiance, African-American Dr. John Prentice. While they come to grips with whatever prejudice they might still harbor, the younger folks must also contend with John's parents, who are dead set against the union. And that's going to be on Friday, June 8th, and I believe that was probably a requested film from someone, so hopefully you'll all enjoy that one. And then we also have the 1517 to Paris. Now, that is based on the true story of what happened in Paris on the train. And in the early evening of August 21st, 2015, the world watched in stunned silence as the media reported a thwarted terrorist attack on Thalys train number 9364, bound for Paris, an attempt prevented by 3 courageous young Americans traveling through Europe. The film follows the course of the friends' lives from the struggles of childhood through finding their footing in life to the series of unlikely events leading up to the attack. Now that is, like I said, based on a true story, and that was a terrorist, a train, and 3 American heroes in the 1517 to Paris. That'll be on Monday, June 11th. And then we also have some other exciting things going on. We have the Recreation Department is proud to introduce a new indoor cycling class. Aisha Sullivan is an instructor with over 30 years of group fitness experience, and she will be teaching the indoor cycling free at the Clubhouse 5 Fitness Room. This class will only be free for a limited time, so come try it out. And that's today, actually, June 5th. It starts to July 10th. Thursdays, June 7th to July 12th, and Tuesdays, July 17th to August 21st. And I'm sure you'll hear more about that as we go on. We'll keep announcing some of that. And then the 6th Annual Art Affair in Clubhouse 2, Wednesday, June 6th. So that's tomorrow from 2 to 6 p.m., and that is free for attendees. While viewing the masterpieces, residents will enjoy live music and complimentary wine tasting, which sounds good, but while supplies last, so I would go early. Artists and crafters sell individually, and the Woods Combo live jazz, painting demos, 3 p.m. and 4:30 p.m., so that looks like a lot of fun. And then let's go ahead and go to our weather really quick. We've got some morning fog, and then we've got some sunshine later, and I believe some sunshine for the rest of the week. It's been pretty warm, so we've got 74 today with a low 60, 73, 59, 76, 59, and then we get nice and warm on Friday, 81, 61, and then on Saturday, sunny and warm, 82, 61. And around town, we have temperatures probably, as I figured, in Palm Springs, 104 with a low of 73. And that darn June gloom, we went from May gray to June gloom. You can see the temperatures around town are looking pretty good anyway. All right, and then on our show tomorrow, we have Tom Circle, who's going to be here with our GRF meeting report, Shirley Witt with Senior Center, and then Mark Desmond, who's the CEO of High Hopes for Brain Injury. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.